Yeah. Do you remember Backstreet Boys?
Of
Yeah.
course I do. Everybody. Do you know Backstreet Boys? I watched something they were on with New Kids on the Block. Do you ever remember New Kids on the Block?
Mm.
They were on together. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was so in love. Like, I was obsessed with Joey McIntyre out of New Kids on the Block. And then I saw him and I was like, oh no, I like Jordan. Like, why did I ever fancy Joe when Jordan was like the best?
I remember them. I don't remember their names.
Yeah, I mean, this is how obsessed it is that I still remember their names at this age.
What band was Justin Timberlake in?
NSYNC.
NSYNC, that's it. Mm.
NSYNC. Bye, 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 bye. You know that dance? Yeah. Anyway, this is not what we're doing the live about. It's not about, can you remember the bands when you were younger?
Tell us who your band is, though. I love going down. I love a little trip down memory lane.
I do. I love it. Like, and I used to love, oh, I'll tell you who I was in love with. I mean, Bros.
Bros.
When will I be famous? I can't answer. Oh, I was literally in love.
I had to play him in a school play.
Well, you had to play Bros? No, you didn't. Did you do a duo with someone?
It was like, they were like house plays. And the head girls of the houses used to write them. I was younger. And so they make them quite humorous, and teachers had to get involved and play the part that they were told to play and say it. So there's a part on there with Bros, but it wasn't like I didn't have to sing or anything. It was more a humorous side of it. But I remember I had to dress up like him, and when that song came on, I had to do all this.
And listen, it's funny how I've just said that, but this is like where we are now, like with Netflix. When will
I can't answer. It's like my guy answering it. I can't answer. To my higher self, she's like, I can't answer. I can't answer. I like seeing that picture in the baby. I can't answer. Answer that. Just surrender, Emma. That's all you need to do.
Oh my God, I just love this.
I'm like a fall off your chair. I'm just gonna be like some scene from The Office.
I'm gonna wee myself.
Oh, my stomach really hurts. I've just eaten an Indian. Now I'm like laughing. It's not good for your indigestion, I don't think.
Oh my God. Oh dear, I tell you, laughter is the best like cure, isn't it, for anything?
It is. And we don't do it enough, do we?
Oh no, just like belly laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you've gone now, thanks.
Yeah, I'm done now.
It's like, have you actually gone for a week?
Oh, I'm going to read the comments now. I'm really sorry. I just changed my top because I wanted to change my top and I put this on and it's really hot.
Oh no, I hate that bad wardrobe choice.
Oh, that was a bad wardrobe choice.
It looks good though. It does look. You look cool in it. That's what it comes like.
That's what I'm looking for, like Oasis look. It's very like Liam Gallagher, isn't it? And like, well, this is just a musical reunion. So on the chat, who were your inspirations when you were younger? Like, what songs really stuck out for you? Because I tell you now, there will be symbolic, the ones that you can remember, 100%.
Yeah, there will. Oh, what are you doing with your eyes? What's going on?
I started to, you know, that eye-watering thing that I get.
I know you're laughing. You're gonna have to watch this back and replay.
What am I doing?
I don't think you're trying to have a serious conversation. So yeah, it really matters.
I'm getting hotter and hotter as I keep laughing.
Okay, I'll do it a bit. That's fine. Don't go off your chair.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Everyone wanted to come on and like have like a really profound evening to find out what we're going on about.
But honestly, right, it's all about tonight. This is quite actually is relevant because tonight is always about connecting with the feelings of how you want to feel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you think. You know, I feel like you're a pirate now. And it's like connecting your body to those feelings. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more. But when we're like trying to manifest and connect with the universe, do you know what the universe connects with more? Feelings. Our feelings. Because then when our thoughts are in our mind, it is aligned with how our body feels. And how many of us here are like, yeah, I'm going to manifest. I always say new car, probably because I'm trying to manifest a new car. Going to manifest a new car, or I'm going to manifest that all my bills are paid, or I'm going to manifest that I move house. I'm going to manifest some new friends. But as we're saying it, our body doesn't really truly believe that. What are you laughing at now? I'm trying to be profound here.
It's really good. I'm trying to manifest some new friends.
Read into that what you like. I'm not going to lie.
You've never said that before.
No, maybe there's any different reason. I'm just going to manifest some new friends now. I don't need to get upset by this.
You can't have any new friends. Where are you fitting in?
Like, I don't think when people, like, everyone wants to bring new friends into their life.
There's no time for new friends, Emma.
I know. Well, whatever you're trying to bring in, okay? When you're trying to bring it, let's just stick to the car. I find that easier. So, say for example, you're trying to bring in a new car, and you're like, your thoughts are on it. You're seeing yourself in that car. Yep, I'm going to have a brand new car. I'm going to have a brand new car. But every part of your body is like telling you you're not. You know, when it's that feeling, isn't it, in the pit of your stomach that doesn't really believe it. That like bit of anxiety there, and you're like, push through that resistance, push through. But that's when your thoughts aren't aligned with your feelings, and the universe connects to. The universe connects to your feelings. Okay, so now, for example, me and Nash are having the right laugh on here, and obviously, you know, we're giggling. It's that feeling inside our body. It feels good. So the universe like connects us to more of that feeling. So when we're feeling joyous and excitement, the universe understands that. It understands the feeling. So it brings more things around that feeling into your life, you know? And now just trying to feel serious.
I'm really trying to connect with like...
It's like when you're at school, isn't it? And you get told off by your teacher and you can't stop laughing and you know you shouldn't, but you're like... And then before you know it, one of your mates goes, you're like... Detention. And breathe. And it's the same when we connect with those feelings of doubt and worry. The universe doesn't know whether that's a good or bad feeling for you. It just knows what's going on with you. So it responds to you. So that's why when you're worrying about a bill, often a bill comes through the door because it's that feeling that connects you. So the universe responds to that and it connects you with more of those feelings. And that's why it's really important to stay in this like mindset of like upbeatness, but also connecting your body to the same feeling. So that's what we're going to be. I'm going to be looking at that tonight. Now she's going to be.
I can't stop my eyes watering.
What do you think that is? I'm going to have a quick Google of this.
Google, what is that? Because honestly, I had it today when I was talking to Trailblazers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it came up, and like Sarah and like Lisa, I'm really sorry, guys. Like, honestly, like my eyes, but I do feel like because of what we're going to do now, I feel so much has come through and been channeled to us. Like, I mean, it's always getting channeled, but it's like been a really intense period.
And actually, like, if you can, talk to them about what you told me about what you saw on Claire's post, because that's a really good way to explain what we're just talking about here.
Yeah, so this beautiful can't open my eyes. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to pause.
Watering eyes. Okay. All right. Okay. What does it mean when your eyes are watering?
Yeah. And if anyone else feels it, everyone else suffers from it, please put it in the chat. I can't read it at the minute, but
I was like, what does that mean? Okay. Are they coming out of both eyes?
yeah.
They both have different meanings.
Do they? What's the left one?
Right. Oh, the eyes are a portal to the soul. Wow, it's like soulful eyes. Yeah, I've heard that before. Have you?
No.
Have you not heard that expression? Oh, you've got soulful eyes.
Oh, yeah, I get told that quite a lot, actually.
Yeah. So it's like a portal to your soul and light within you. Oh wow.
Don't just say that.
No, it says the light, and it goes on to say about the light and the galaxy within our eyes. Like, and it talks about all the patterns that resemble galaxies, stars, planets, black holes, incredible nebulas. But that's what we're learning about that's what we're doing quantum flame healing too about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All of that.
Wow. Okay.
Onto this link and healing eyes. Okay, so we heal through eyes. I mean, it had like a really good line. I clicked into it, and now it's. Let me just change in color. I feel like it's right at the bottom. Sorry. Watering eyes. Perfect.
Yeah.
If it's the left eye a bit more, then this can indicate a source of pain or emotion. What is causing you spiritual sadness? If it's the right eye, what are you neglecting to let go of or see in the physical life? So something you're not looking at,
Yeah.
in the physical life to let go of, you're neglecting it. It's causing you spiritual sadness, which is why both eyes are watering.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. I mean, is there anything? I mean, it's just getting real deep now.
I know. This is totally going to get away from what we want to talk
about. But isn't it funny? Do you ever do that? I do that.
What?
So, you know, when you hear bad news or you don't want to face something, sometimes you get a little bit giddy, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, it's awful, but honestly, I can't help my reaction. Like, if I hear someone's passed away, sometimes I can't help it. I want to laugh. But obviously, it's just a response to not feeling the sadness, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe, are you okay?
Yeah. After all of that, yeah, I am. I think I know. It's just like some little bits, I think, that I just have to, maybe that I'm not facing to sort out. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's probably affected my frequency a little bit.
Look, your eyes, you do look like you're getting a bit, I was going to say, look like getting a bit better then, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be to do with that, to be honest.
Wow, you look like, see what I mean? So when you do, this is again what we're talking about tonight, when you do the work and you have those realizations, like you can say what you're going to say now because it'll fit in nicely.
Yeah, like, so Claire, she did a post the other day, and when we're going through like times of like hard times or things that seem to be coming at you, you can feel yourself contract. So you contract and you contract and you contract. And the reasons why you contract, it's sort of squeezing everything out that's not supposed to be with you. So you contract and crack, and almost like it brings you to almost, it doesn't feel like it, but alignment. And when you're in that real like dark place, you are actually coming back to self. Okay, you're coming back to the raw emotion, to the shadow self, to really bringing you back to really look at what's going on. You know, when you're in that place and like there's a bill come, then something happens, then I don't know, you fall over, and then it's literally like this barrage. But what it is, it's coming to that point that's making you feel the emotion, feel the authenticity of what you've been hiding for so long. So you contract and contract and contract. And then it comes to a point where you stop. And it's like anyone that's been through their life and they've had a breakdown or they can't carry on anymore. You are in deep contraction. Okay, deep contraction that actually there's nowhere else to go. You are just literally you're just in alignment. You are centered, even though it doesn't feel like you're centered. And then all you can do from there is go to expansion. And every time something comes in, you contract. But the more, what happens is, because you're changing your energy and doing this work, okay, you're understanding the patterns of contraction and you sort of almost bringing it to alignment, learning the lessons. So you go, instead of going contract slowly, you sort of go from there to there and you're like, okay, and back to expansion. So every time that you feel going, knowing that it's always going to go back into expansion. And look how my eyes have just completely cleared.
Yeah. And every time we contract, we expand bigger.
Yeah.
And that's known as, like, we like to say, don't we, like leveling up. So you go to a place. But like Nigel said, you have to go in and then it expands further.
Yeah.
And don't you, when you're on your journey or with anything like spiritual growth, healing, like you get to the depths of despair and then you come out of it and life just seems so much better than it was before.
Yeah completely. And you just and when you're in this process and the more that you go in and out, it's like when you're at the beginning of your journey, it just seems like everyone talks about like the dark shadow of the night, don't they? And they talk about like all the things that you go through, but what all that is that you are aligning yourself to a point that you've never been before. And really, when you look at that, it's not a bad night. It's just a night where you are authentic in your feelings. You are simply faced with everything that you can take away that is stopping you from carrying on. Because when you go in and you're trying to change your mindset, like I love that word, the mindset. I mean, it's got a bloody like multitude of things like mindset. It's not as easy sometimes said than done, but you're doing that. But are you really in that frequency of matching the feelings and the words and what's going on in your mind? You know?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, just let me read this. So, could be dry eyes. Sounds wrong, but they will be streaming, painful and stingy. So it does, Sarah, it did feel like painful and it was it did feel like sting, like stingy. Is that what you meant instead of stringy? It did feel stingy. You two carry on. Hello, beautiful soul. Oh, love you, Jodie. Danielle, Bros were in the year above. Ross was in the year above me at school. We had the same music teacher. What? Danielle, like tomorrow, you better be there at Trailblazers. That's all I'm saying.
What, Ross went to her school?
Yeah.
Wow.
The year above her.
Wow.
There you go. Lisa wants us to carry on because you make us laugh. Love it. Laughed it. You make me laugh like Jack Sparrow. Yes, do not let that emotion latch on. Acknowledge it and it will wash away. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And this is what we want to do with what we're going to talk about tonight. And really, I mean, how we feel in our community, we love the connection that we have, you know, whether it's through like our courses or whatever part or capacity that you do join us. But especially around this time, we've been delving into that positive thinking, haven't we? And definitely recently about gratitude.
Yeah, honestly, we have been on a bit of a mission the last couple of months, haven't we?
Yeah.
Just being just so mindful of our thoughts and if they actually serve us, you know, even when you just wake up and you're like, oh gosh, what a miserable day. Does that actually serve you? Or you better just not commenting on it and thinking, oh, it's going to get brighter, you know, or you better just not acknowledge it and say anything at all, because all we do is like bring more misery because it's like a miserable thing to say. But then we get to that vibration of, oh, it's miserable. Oh, miserable. And then our vibration comes low and lower and lower. And this is a big thing for Nezra and I, just watching every word we say. I think it's been driving my family completely nuts, because everything they say, I'm like, well, you've got to see the outcome you want. That does not.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's true, though.
100%. So we have been really mindful of our words.
Yeah.
I've been really mindful of other people's words, and that actually it's become so, like, I don't know, like, divinely guided for us to talk about this more, because I feel like we all need to recognize and keep ourselves super accountable for seeing the upside, always seeing the outcome we want. It's like, do you know, when you're going anywhere, oh, I better get stuck in traffic today. Why do we always talk to ourselves like that? Why do we always assume the worst? Why do we never just see us arriving at our destination with no problems, no trouble whatsoever? You know, and it is a lot of, like, the way society is, the way we've absorbed everybody else's emotions in that way. You know, being sat in the car with maybe your parents, or at school with a teacher. Oh, look at that! I knew that was going to happen. You know, it's always that negative. So we've been accustomed to sort of grow up that way, bond in that way. And actually, it takes quite a lot to retrain ourselves to respond in a different way. But again, this is key, and it's crucial to bringing in what you want in your life, because and all the greats have said this, you know, going back to Einstein, amazing Bob Proctor, like, it's in The Secret. It's literally, if you can believe it, you can receive it. Like, our thoughts, you can imagine whatever you want. And if you feel it, you are the magnet. You will draw that into your reality.
Yeah.
And this is why your thoughts and the way you think and everything that you say has to be acknowledged and understood. Oh, I can't believe I've just said that. And a lot of us perhaps think we're very positive people, and we're always positive, but listen to your words, you know, because my husband, actually, in case you are hiding, he watches. So there's no escaping, actually. Sometimes I'll be at football with him. They'll be like, oh, gosh, you know, they've scored. They're going to let another one in soon. Oh, my goodness. Like, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. And like, Hugo was playing and said Paul had to get to a football match. And he was like, oh, no, they're going to score again. We're going to be here. It's going to go to extra time. It's going to go to penalties. I'm going to miss my match. I said, Paul, that is positive.
Yeah.
Like, it's not serving you, is it? Why aren't you just seeing Hugo in the game? You get off to football, you go and win yours. Problem, you know, done.
Yeah.
But is when we dwell on the negative outcome, we talk ourselves into it, and then we start to feel worried and anxious about it. So guess what? That ends up being our reality. And how many of us have said something and gone, I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to do that. I knew that bill was going to come in today. And that is because you have manifested that in your thoughts and your feelings.
Yeah.
Now it's time to switch that. So we're bringing in, like, all the beautiful things that we want for ourselves. They're not just dreams, they're realities.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking, my other half too, like, the first thing that he has to watch is the news for the day, because that will be the tone, the conversation. And I'm just like, no. And then the term, and he doesn't say this anymore, because I was just like, wow. Have you heard the term plan for the worst and hope for the best? I mean, that just shows you, when you hear that now. I mean, before I used to think, yeah, plan for the worst and then just hope for the best. And then, you know, now with all that we've been doing, like, actually saying that, I just think, wow, no wonder we were all in a stressed state. No wonder every morning I woke up with anxiety, if that was on my mind. So if I plan for the worst, that all my staff won't turn up today, and then if I do go in and they're all there, then that's it. I hope for the best. And that, I mean, no, how disjointed of those two statements to say together. Like, really.
True. It is. Shall we do a little exercise where we connect into something that we want?
Definitely
that.
Definitely
We did like a little challenge on here a while ago, didn't we? Just to keep connecting in with that one thing that you wanted every day.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it became apparent that actually that is easier said than done. Like, to keep yourself consistently doing that and to keep yourself accountable
Yeah.
isn't always that easy. And even for myself, like this morning, like I had a bit of a, I can't even say it was a weird, I don't know, like just like I woke up with a headache and I was like, no, I'm not got a headache. And I was like, but I have got a headache. No, think of your words, but it's there. No, it's not. It is. It's me. Like, no, get out of this place.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, connecting something that makes you feel good, connecting something that makes you feel good. And it is a challenge.
Yeah.
You know, it's just something that we can just do. You know, it's something we have to sort of retrain ourselves to be able to constantly be able to do this.
Mm.
You know, and even when we did that little challenge for 30 days, it was difficult. I mean, you know, I don't know if anyone's on here that did it. How many of us actually consistently did it every day? Because
Exactly.
I didn't. You know, I know there were days when I dipped. I was like, oh my gosh, I've not done that today. Oh my gosh. And then I was like, right, better do it now.
Yeah. Because
Uh,
it's that pretend energy. We don't want to be in that, because we think when we have to show gratitude, or we have to be that practice, if we're having a really crappy day and then we have to go, oh, I'm so grateful for that, because our feeling isn't parallel with our words, because we haven't been mindful of our feelings all the way through, to actually say that, we feel like a fraud.
yeah.
But our conscious, our subconscious, our higher mind, only knows the words from your mouth. Okay. Only knows the words from your mouth. So when you're saying, even if you're feeling at that moment, today's gone really crap, but you're saying, wow, I'm so grateful for today, what will happen is all them words will pick up the feeling, right? And your higher mind will start to create more for you. So then your feelings start to get heightened, because things will start to change, because your higher mind has heard the words. And when your higher mind hears them words, and then as the physical body, the physical mind, you start seeing things going, oh, like even your partner might make you a cup of tea or give you a bit of chocolate and just say, oh, you just looked a bit upset. There you go. Bam. How many times can we switch? We can switch that mood just by that. So that's what happens with this. And when you want to change the energy around the words that you're speaking, it can be done. I mean, our DNA repairs itself every 6 weeks. Okay. So new energy comes into our cells and gets renewed every 6 weeks. So think about that.
Yeah, that I'm thinking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's incredible. So things can change. You can do this.
Yeah, and this is it. And this is why we've jumped on, because we're finding now on our journey, this is like, it feels like another piece to the puzzle to help us grow and develop. And we want to share this with you. So before we go any further, shall we everybody just take a breath and just like breathe in, let a big sigh out, like let any out, like, you know, and if you've got any of that worry or anxiety in your body, just like, you know, let it all out. We don't have to hold on to it.
No.
In that calmness, and you know, let it all out. And as you do, like literally, I want you to think of something that makes you so happy. I want you to think of something that you want to bring into your life. Like if you had a genie in front of you now and you could have anything, what would it be? You know, what do you really desire? Or maybe it's not as elaborate as that. Maybe you just really like want to have a lovely Christmas with all your family. Or maybe you've seen a new coat and you just want like to wear it and to feel it and to like strut down the street in it, you know? Maybe you're going out at the weekend and you want to see yourself in this beautiful dress looking gorgeous and everyone saying how nice you look. Like whatever it is, like pick one thing, okay? And if there's anybody on and you want to put in the chat what you've chosen, please share that.
Yeah,
Share,
please.
share what, there's nothing too big and there's nothing too small. Okay. And it can just be whatever comes into your head. Maybe you want a new dog or something, you know?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, I've gone all.
Yeah. Maybe, you know, maybe you just want to go out for coffee on Saturday morning because you haven't done that for ages and you'd really like that. Like, just think of something that like brings joy to your heart and let us know in the chat. Or yeah, I've got something.
Yeah, I just feel there's like a lot of trepidation around that, Emma. Like I can feel it, you know, just like pulling from my eye.
I thought you were going to do like
new home.
Amazing. Love this. Wow.
Yeah, please share. We love to hear this. Like, and the more that you share, and even if it sounds like so hard to say because it feels so out of reach, the more that you talk about it, the more that your higher brain, your higher mind gets to hear you saying that, it will start to just manifest this energy of what you want, and it will start picking the pieces of the puzzle, and it starts, I've got truth bump saying that. It almost like starts painting on the canvas of what you're desiring.
Yes.
And yeah, and it starts to like paint that so it can be brought down into the physical, you know?
You look like you're weaving it all together then. And we're talking about weaving, weren't we? I felt like you're weaving it all together.
I really felt that. I felt like I was just doing it for the whole collective, you know, just like being in that beautiful state. You know.
And also it's like it's so important to voice this. So even if you can't write in the chat, just say it out loud. Say it out loud. Say whatever it is you want.
Yeah.
Out loud. Like, make those words be heard. Because I think sometimes we're really ashamed to actually say what we want. And I remember like quite a while ago now when I first started perhaps my journey, this was the way I did first start. But then as you grow and develop, sort of lost touch with it. And it's brought me right back again to understand the importance of this consistency. And we were doing a similar thing, like write in the chat what you want. And I think I'd written in something. I don't know. It was quite materialistic. Probably a new car again. That seems to always be on my list. Or it was like something, and everyone else was writing in, I want to help 100 souls heal. I want to, and I was like, oh, we're meant to. I was like, oh my gosh. And I felt really bad. I felt awful because everyone was writing these profound things.
Yeah.
They help humanity and help others. And there was me just like really wanting something dead materialistic. And I did feel like, oh my gosh, this is so bad. And actually, I think it was Danielle's one of her workshops, and she came on and she like just give everybody reassurance, like, yes, Emma, yes, this is brilliant. And then all of a sudden I felt like, oh gosh, when I voiced that, then it set me on a mission to actually keep voicing it. And I did actually get a car in the end. It manifested, it did come in. But I had to voice it first, even though it made me feel uncomfortable. And, you know, I was reassured and put straight back in this beautiful, safe place, because is wonderful and we're all on our own journeys. So to start with, it's really important that you fill your cup.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt like, yeah, now when I look back, I understand that maybe those ladies had filled their financial abundance cup. And so they were able then to focus on healing others and helping others. And that became their next step, because Najra and I, we're in this place now. So I understand that. But I also understand that when you just want to bring in something for yourself, it's okay.
Yeah, it is. And I feel that is, I think when people manifest, they almost get caught into a trap of what they think they should be manifesting. Okay. And that is not. And what we're going to talk about, a big thing, this journey that we're going to take you on the next 4 days, a big part of that, along with gratitude, is authenticity. Authenticity, and I'm going to share something that's going to blow your mind about this energy. Sorry, I know we're going to go into this, but I feel I have to say this. So,
You tell me now.
do you think I should say now, or do you think I should keep it?
Oh no, I don't know what you're going to say. I'm really excited. I was hoping you were going to say it now, but then you said, I thought, don't say it. I want to know.
So we know love and gratitude are really high on the scales, like they are really high frequencies. But one that really is even 4 times stronger than love frequency is authenticity. Okay. So when you're in that state, when you were manifesting something that you really, really wanted, you were authentically you. You were actually in that moment of speaking your truth. And what happens in your life when you've spoken the truth and been authentic, it's not probably received because you've been at that vibration that you've spoken your truth. So when you've seen other people as well saying other things, it's been like, wow. And it sort of punishes you for being your authentic self. You start punishing yourself, going, wow, am I selfish? Am I this? But it's not. It's authenticity, being your true self in actually what you want. And if that is having your bills paid, if that is earning a certain amount of money every week, if that is able to have your hair done, you're authentically being yourself and speaking your truth of what you want. And there's nothing that you will always vibrate high, and you will achieve that quicker instead of saying something that you feel is the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
It is. And this is aligning like manifestation up, because we hear that word a lot and we're like, why can't I bring that in? Why can't I bring that in? And we're going to do a couple of little connection things in a minute. But again, when we're like looking at, this is going into gratitude now a little bit, when we're focused on why I can't bring that in and why I can't have that and I haven't got that and I can't afford that, like we're living in that like lacking energy,
and
that feeling of that. And the universe will respond to that and give you more of that feeling. Why gratitude is just as important. Just to understand what you have and to be like in awe of that. And then when you can really connect to that feeling, the universe will respond and bring you more of that. So with money, for example, if you're always looking at what you don't have, that's always going to be your outcome. But when, you know what, I'm so thankful for the £3 in my bank account, because I can actually get tea in. I can actually go and get some beans and bread, and I've been in that place, so I know that. You know what I mean? So thankful for the money I do have to pay my bills. I'm so thankful for the money I have to provide me with hot water. I'm so thankful, thank you for providing me that. And guess what? The universe is going to keep providing you with that and more, because you like this. It can feel that feeling in your body, so it attracts more of that. So that feeling in your body expands. So can you see why it's important to stay in gratitude and not be in lack? And these are some of the feelings that we're going to let you experience in a minute.
Perfect. So as everyone breathes, like really, like even just like shake any judgment that you feel about like what you want to bring in, just let that go.
Yeah.
And just breathe from that stomach. Breathe. And this is another way of showing gratitude to your body. Like breathing that energy in. Like we keep ourselves here and we don't show gratitude to our body with actually breathing, like breathing in that oxygen, letting our body feel that air, letting our body like be free of like what's trapped in there, what we keep compounding in,
So I want you now just to put your hands on your heart space and think about that one thing that you want, that one thing that we've just talked about. And I want you to really, really just connect in with that. Connect in with what it's like to already have it. I want you to see yourself with it, feel it. What does it smell like? Like, who are you talking to about it and showing them? You know, and again, I'm just going to go and use the car as an example. Like, imagine yourself picking it up from the dealership. You're sat in there. Oh, wow, you can smell the newness, you know. You're starting up the engine for the first time. Like, where are you going? Are you picking up a friend and showing them? Are you getting a drive-through coffee in your new car? You know, just really connecting to every little scenario that pops into your head now. You know, let that dream expand. And again, if it's a new home, visualize yourself just picking up those keys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Opening the door for the first time as you enter in. Like, wow, I can't believe this is mine. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, oh wow. You know, or maybe you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And you're jumping up and down, you're screaming. Like, whatever it is, you know, if it's a new coat, maybe you imagine putting it on, strutting down the street, everyone's turning. So I'm just going to hold the space now where you create that for yourself and really stay in that energy. Don't allow that thought of, oh, that's never going to happen, to seep in. Stay in that, you know. And I think sometimes when we play the lottery, we can live in that hope energy, can't we? And we visualize everything that we do if we won. Like, what would we spend it on? What would we buy? And we almost get really excited that we're in it. So we want to be in that feeling. So bring that joy into your heart now and really connect in with what it is you want, okay? And see yourself there, living it, breathing it, everything.
And laugh. Like, just laugh, like, just like looking around, whatever it is, looking at your bank account and going, like, literally, I can get up, like, just.
Keep a hold of that feeling now, okay? Like, really treasure that feeling, okay? And hold on to that. And that feeling, along with those thoughts, that is what magnetizes you to it in your reality. That is what the universe responds to. The more you connect in with this energy and this feeling, the quicker it will arrive, you know? And just whenever you're ready, just come back and just pop in the chat what that felt like. Were you able to do that? Did it feel good? Like, what was the emotions? I know when I sometimes doing it, you know, in the past, and it's been around paying bills or like having something, it's almost like I thought I'd be like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's done. But I was almost like in tears with relief, like, oh my gosh, wow, thank you, it's done. Thank you, thank you. So you never know what emotions it's going to invoke.
No.
So let us know, please.
I'm just going on. I've just realised there's lots of comments coming through, but it's not on.
Or is it like it was before?
Yeah, it was like on last time. Moving to Cornwall.
Yay!
More. Wow, Annalise, that's a really, really wonderful. Like, being able to sign up for quantum healing. Thank you.
Wow.
I want good health for my family, especially my auntie. I heard that on authenticity is a guy called something Brecker. Forgot what his name. He did a study where he could actually, the frequency that was emitted from a person, he did it in this called Faraday cage, it's called. And there was no, it was like no EMF, like there was no other radiation that, or any other like frequencies that could go into this cage. And when he tested, like it was like love, gratitude, then enlightenment, and then authenticity was 400 times more powerful. And it was 400 times higher in frequency than the others. And that is why we're doing what we're doing with all of these practices. This is why we're doing what we're going to be doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was so much higher.
Pardon?
I didn't realize it was so much higher.
Because when you, it's when you go through this journey, you know, when you start to like awaken and you start to align yourself more, this is when like people like Dolores Cannon, Plato, Einstein, Bob Proctor, all these people, they didn't just come and like just have it there. They practiced this, okay? And what they found, the more that they had faith, the more that they lent into these practices, they started aligning and being more authentic in their message. It was just second nature that this would be their life. Everything came flooding in. That's why when you feel somebody like Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk, he doesn't care. Like he's authentically the way that he is. He puts himself out there. He's got this knowing energy, being himself in his knowledge. Yeah. There is, and everything he touches, that's why you see these people, wow, everything they touch is gold, because they're in that authentic power. They are so in that knowing of their authenticity that there is nothing that goes in front of them, whether they go back down, whether they might lose everything. You'll see entrepreneurs lose everything, and then they come back. They literally build themselves up and they come back bigger and they come back better. The reason why, on those moments where they've dipped or lost everything, maybe they've come out of line with their authenticity. Maybe they made a decision or something happened that they weren't 100% in, but they just went for it. Okay. And on reflection back, and everyone's done this, I know on my businesses, reflecting back on things that I do differently now, because I wasn't being authentically in my power. I was doing things that made me feel stuck. And what it showed you, I had a breakdown. I wasn't living authentically. I wasn't living a happy life. I said to people, oh yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, I've got this project coming. No, I was just doing what I thought I should be doing, not what I felt that I should be doing. So that's when you hear all these entrepreneurs that have lost, have come back. They've all reflected. I've reflected because really I wasn't living in alignment with what I should have. And I learned that lesson. And when I come back again and bigger and stronger, it's completely different. Love this. Somebody puts you down. Or if being authentic and someone puts you down, yeah, and this is, and it doesn't come easy, especially when people, your energy and frequency just shines the light too bright. And what happens is, like, it's like when you're going up there and they're almost trying to, they don't want to lose you. And when people aren't like, because they don't want to lose you, and so they put doubt in your mind. And then you start doubting who you are. And we've all been there. You start doubting, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What am I good at? Am I a good person? Why am I losing people? Why this? All of that. But what you're doing is you're stepping in to be an authentic self. And the people around you or the things around you that are not that frequency match to your authenticity starts to go. And that's where gratitude comes in. Gratitude comes in when these things happen, when someone lets you down and you're like, why is that? It is, be grateful for that's happening, because what it's shown you, yeah, my feelings are valid. Like that doesn't go right. Okay, I've learned, I'm going to show compassion. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing me out that lesson. And I'm just going to rise higher now because I know what my boundaries and I know what my standards are.
I felt I was just like so channeled. I was like, when are you guys going to let you have a little breath?
I know, I really felt into that.
Came in then. And like, you just look so like in your authentic self.
I felt completely. And I think I've just had like a real clarity moment with what we're doing here and what we're going to, show everybody, and this path that has come to us that we need to share with everybody, because we all need to be consistently doing this. It's the only way.
It's so true. Honestly, I was like, I was just struggling to myself. I was like, come on now. A little breath of air.
Okay, higher mind, that's enough.
Yeah, it was so channeled, but it was just like really profound. I was like, wow, yeah. Yeah, this is great. Yeah. And it's true, like when you tapped into that bit about doubt, like, like if you're, and again, because me and Azure have been on this, so we know this feeling. So you're in that place, you're trying to like bring in something new and like better yourself, and like someone had put like they want to have a new house, so you're trying to manifest, like you bring it in, you're staying positive, and then like the people around you, whether it's your partner or your friends, are like, what are you looking at that for?
Me?
Well,
Oh,
no.
sorry. No, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, if you're trying to manifest a new friend and your old one's still here.
Oh dear.
So I was trying to give the impression of like, if you're like trying to bring in like a new home and you start looking at new houses to get excited, like to keep energy, and then people are like, why are you looking at that? Like, well, what do you do? How can you afford that? What can you do? And then that starts to seep in. Oh, actually, and then what you do is you start off looking at this maybe £1 million house. Wait, what is your awful, your awful self, your awful I forgot to say it now. Your authentic self, because that's what you want. That's what you dream, you desire. That's where you're going to be. But then when someone comes in, starts steeping that doubt in, then you start to look at stuff that's cheaper. Yeah. Because then what happens is the doubt creates how. Okay, so the doubt creates the how. Okay, so how can I have that? How can I get that? Then you start trying to work out a path. Well, if I got a new job and I earned this, or if I sold so many, I don't know, maybe you've got your own business and you sell so many products, you could get this, or if I do that. And then what happens is you start focusing on that, and then you start worrying because you haven't met the how. Oh my gosh, well, how am I going to get the, well, I didn't get it. Oh no, I'm never going to have this. And you go further and further back. But when we're truly in that place of real manifestation, like we just stay true to what we want, and we stay in that knowing energy, because the universe just provides it. We don't have to worry about the how or the why or the when. It's just coming. It's just to be there. And you've got to really trust that. And when you have that feeling and you stay in that, that's when you build all that trust, all that knowing energy. And that's when the universe responds. And it's tough sometimes. Like I've been in that place, like, right, yeah, getting in this, connecting with this feeling. And then oh my gosh, this bill. Oh my gosh, have you seen this bill? Have you seen this when it's gone up? Oh my gosh. And I'm like, no, listen to your words. It's not something. Mortgages are going up, everything's happening. How are we going to afford all this? And I'm like, I'm trying to make us into multi-millionaires. Thoughts like this. So it takes practice.
Yeah.
Like I want to say that it's like an art.
Yeah.
You've got to develop this and stick with it and keep doing it and trust it. And when other people try to come in, you've almost got to let them say it, but not absorb it. No, that's your belief. That's what you think. I know, because I can feel it in my body, this is going to happen for me. And I pull people up on it now. I'm like, whoa, what's your thoughts there? That's not serving anyone. Let's have a rethink.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me that? Why aren't you saying, oh, you can have that easy? And it makes people really rethink.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because look at all the greats, Bob Proctor, Dolores Cannon, these pioneers okay, these pioneers in what we're talking about, these absolute pioneers that have been channeled and actually have proven people, there are millions of people around the world that go by this, that have changed their life, and they consistently stay at this. It's like literally, and I've said this before, it's like going to the gym once, right? And literally, I mean, I do this. I go to the gym, and then the next day I think I'm going to be wearing like belly tops, and like everything's like different. But you've got to consistently stay at it. If you want to have that body, you want to do that, be in that positive mind, it's happening, and you work consistently at it, you will get it. You will 100% get it. Look at every bride that literally before their wedding, that wants to go into their wedding dress. Look how they manifest their dream day. If they've got it in their mind to be there, they are there and they are channeled. Like, we've all done it. We know friends that have done it. Literally, I did this on my 40th birthday. I remember it was the 14th of July. And about 6 months before, I just woke up and I was just like, hang on a minute. I want to wake up on my 40th birthday feeling the best I have ever felt. I want to wake up on my 40th feeling like I'm 20 again. Well, I do feel like I'm 20 anyway, to be honest. Being 46, I mean, I don't know where this came from, but it's like not me. But literally, so what did I do? I literally started to change the energy of the food around me and how I viewed it. I started to move more. I started to feel better about myself. I started to stop negatively talking and saying, oh, what's the point? Just stay in bed today. Like, you don't need to get up and do that. I was like, no. If I want things to change in my body, I have to change the energy around my thoughts about what I want to bring in. And I did it. And I have to say, and I'm going to put a picture of me, and I was looking on fleek. Like, I looked fantastic. On my birthday, I had these little shorts on. I had this metallic body on, and I felt fantastic. Why? Because I consistently put that effort in, and I changed my thought around it. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I feel like
your eyes, your throat now. What's that?
I know I'm having out all these like body reactions. I tell you, but just let me read. Just Jodie Martin, best investment in you. You are worth love. Dolores Cannon at it. Healing for self and helping others or animals. 100%. Tara, love this, as you should always go for what you want. So important to write your gratitude journal. I was there with the reindeers, was amazing. Feeling the cold, seeing the snow felt so magical.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Just made it. Jamie from Texas. Whoa, we see loads of you today, Jamie. Love it. Princess Montoya. Hi, Princess.
Yes, hello, beautiful.
My eye is jumping, and in my culture, it means you're going to see someone you haven't seen in a long time.
Ooh,
okay.
Patient a lot.
What side, Princess? Let us know. Amanda Lynn, learning guidance through this spiritual awakening and help to stop myself from fight and resisting, but rather surrendering to it all. It feels so amazing. Love it. Julie, could vision it. Saw VIP ticket, was sitting on a train, stayed in nice hotel in Manchester. With my spiritual book, journal, self-care, doled up for celebrating people, getting awards, then part of the after party, mixing with amazing, influential people. Yes, love it.
Love that.
And laws of attraction, absolutely. I felt so positive about this process, and I got goosey bumps. Love it.
Yay.
I hear this. I used to be so unhappy in work, and I'm enjoying my life so much more now. Angie, maybe we imagine our future ought to physically happen by programming our imagination first. I'm telling you, it's back to the imagination. Children got it sussed. If we could like bottle that part and like bring it back, this is what we're doing. It's that connection. It's that true connection to the purest vibration to bring it in.
But that's it. The connection's still there.
It is.
You know, we just need to wake it up. the way to do that is with this consistency.
It is. Stephanie, yes, I've had this happen with friends and my own daughter. I sent healing for her energetically. She's on the path to healing. She took a vacation in nature and through art. I kept it all in love and light. Our relationship is doing better. That is so beautiful. I love that. Right side. I absolutely love you, ladies. Oh, we love you too, princess. Love it.
We've been on like an hour now. So do you think we should tap into gratitude a bit more in tomorrow's workshop?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's a big one. And to be able to truly feel like the thanks for what we have, you'll understand how that little process and those feelings can help you when you can't get your head in that space to dream about your dream life. When you're like, I just, like this morning, I just couldn't do it. My eye was like pounding, my head was pounding here. Like I felt everything was coming at me, and I was like, stay in this, stay in what you want. Stay. I just couldn't. But the one thing that brought me back round was gratitude and doing these little practices. And we're going to show you some of those tomorrow to help you. Because it's really important to always try and keep our energy in that place that we've experienced tonight. We should live in that place all the time. We should naturally be vibrating like that, excited, that happy. That should like be like predominantly our permanent state. And I know we have to keep contracting to expand. That contraction should be like 5%, you know, the rest 95. You know, we should be in that place, and that's what we're doing this for. So we can all be in this place forever.
Yeah, I love that, Emma. It's true. Instead of having to like contract like 99% and then go back out, we want this to bring in room and then to bring it out, because that's what we're doing like all the time. And it's supposed like the contract is like rise it like with the frequencies, it's down but to raise up. What's the next level to go up? What's the next level to go up, isn't it?
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah, like thank you, Quantum Queens. Thank you, Ilvana. Thank you so much. So please join us. Should we like what else do we need to say? I feel like
I don't know. We're back at we're back at 2 tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
And I suppose the method behind our madness here is that actually we create something, and we'll tell you all about it tomorrow. But do you want to reveal the name?
Yeah. So we'll tell you what it entails. But we have divinely been hit, and with all the things that we've learned, we've been like divinely hit with the quantum teachings.
Yeah. So this is like everything we've discovered on our journey, but everything else that we're learning. And, you know, like part of our teachings are, I don't know, like we've gone Einstein, Pythagoras, Ganesh, Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
You know, but ultimately it is just understanding these processes, you know, and being accountable to ourselves.
Yeah.
Understanding that consistency is key.
It is. But we want to invest these quantum teachings in a place that there is that connection every day. There's going to be something every day that we can all be a part of. Okay, because we know when we have that true connection, and we know we've been all divinely brought here in this community, whether, you know, obviously the quantum is brought all of this and opened so much for all of us. But where we connect more is this consistently, and we know we want everyone to rise. Okay. And we say this all the time, but we want to be in a place where we do it all the time and we do it all together.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter how far along your spiritual journey you are, or finding yourself, or that connection or manifestation. Like I said, I tapped into this right at the beginning, and, you know, I know I'm still on my journey, but I'm still tapping into it now, you know, because it's important. It is. So it doesn't matter where you are, like this consistency will connect to you and have a completely different outlook.
It will do. And people saying, do the work. We're going to help you understand and reveal that doing the work never felt so good. we are going to take it to that place.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Quantum teachings. Whoa. So we're on
Spiritual practices with moi and moi.
Yeah, with us. And we are going to like walk this path all together. We are going to do this all together. So tomorrow, 2:00, be here. Then Saturday morning at 8:00. And then we're going to finish with a finale on Sunday night where we'll be together and we'll be really revealing so much more about it and how we can all be part of the quantum teachings.
Yeah, and we have got something special planned for Sunday night, so really book it in.
Really, yeah,
Amazing.
really
But yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. If you can't make it at 2, watch on replay.
yeah,
It's all about gratitude, and this for me is the key to being able to almost understand the law of attraction and activity.
yeah, yeah. It is. All these teachings are all quantumized and through our eyes.
Oh, well, maybe that's why your eyes were so quantumizing.
Yeah, through the eyes. Yeah, yeah. In a way, can I just say, because sometimes it's so hard to understand some teachings and get your head around. And this is what we've been on, trying to understand some practices. But now, like, we are translating them into this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Into our terminology, which hopefully is your terminology.
And we can all enjoy. Oh, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. We love this. This is what we're here to do. This is what we're born to do.
And can I just say, actually, just because we're talking about manifestation, this is really simple, but I was looking for my lipstick, okay? And I was like, where is it? Where have I put my lipstick? And then I got out of that a little bit and I started like, I don't know, like feeling it on my lips a bit more.
Oh,
yeah. Like feeling into like, oh, that's a nice colour, lovely. And I've just looked to the side. It's next to me. I swear that wasn't there before.
No way.
Because I put a different shade on for tonight's live because I couldn't find it. And then when I was like, look, when you were chatting at one point, I was like, got that lipstick on my lips from earlier. It looks great. And then I just looked here and it's there. So that is like, that's what we're talking about. It's answered me quickly.
Yeah, you've been in the feeling. You've been in the feeling of it all. And that's what we're talking about. If that's not what we're not talking about, then I don't know what is. Oh dear. Thank you, Emma. I love you. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm so grateful for everyone on here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a lovely evening and just go to sleep tonight with that feeling. Connect back in. Don't let anybody take that away from you. Don't let anybody try and snatch that feeling away. Like, hold on to it. Go to sleep with it. Yeah.
And after this, literally turn to yourself or go to the mirror and go, oh my gosh, you are a millionaire. Wow. You've woken up with no bills that are bothering you. Literally, you're just free. Like, literally, do that in the mirror. Do that in the mirror. Gonna change. Bye. Bye, Emma. Bye, Test. I know Julie. I don't know why, like, Test. I need to change the name on there. Like, my name is Tess now. Bye, everybody.